And we're good. You guys can start.
Welcome to Hearthside Enclave's very first live stream. In keeping with podcast tradition, we have decided that we're going to be transgressive and gay, and this is for Seattle Pride because they told Amazon, fuck you, which is honestly a sentiment we stand behind. I am Dirk. I use they them pronouns. I am the GM and facilitator for this particular game. We are playing The Lingering, which is by Sprita Studios. I don't think you can find it anywhere yet, because we're sort of playtesting it today. But a little birdie told me that the creator is in the stream chat. So, hello, creator. Um, yes, sir. Gay, aggressive, and trans. Um. Uh. Excuse me. So anyway, as I was saying, we are playing The Lingering. So we've got three lovely guests here with us today. Uh, I'm gonna start with you, August, because you've done this thing and you know how to do it probably better than I am. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the nice people.
Hello, I'm August. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on Twitter at HarpyDora, on Tumblr at Strange Harpy. You can find me on a couple of other podcasts at FTLcast on Twitter, at DKPHpod on Twitter, at GaySpacePod on Twitter. Podcasting and playing role-playing games is basically my life, so you know how it goes. And that's me.
Alrighty. Next we've got Maud. Say hello to the nice people.
Howdy, howdy. I'm Maud. Pronouns are they, she. You can find me on Twitter at behind_a_dream. Uh, the lingering is actually a part of the dream in question, as it comes straight from Sprita Studios, a group I love and am a part of. You probably see the creator of the game in the chat. Um, Today I'll be playing Agatha Ilanwe, and it is a pleasure to meet you all.
Alrighty. And last but certainly not least, we have the rebel, Von Rook Blue. Say hello to the nice people.
Hi, you can call me Vaughn, Rook, or Blue. It's a multiple choice situation. I use they, them, and they, them pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at Verdine, Vyrdine. I will be playing Backtalk. Yeah, follow me on Twitter to hear about this podcast that might be coming out on my birthday in February. Otherwise, thumbs up.
So,
Hell yeah. All right. So, as I said, The Lingering is a game that we are like actively playtesting. I'm gonna be honest, don't know a whole lot about it, but we're gonna make this work. If you, well, most of you, I hope, are looking in the chat. We've got some very nice incentives for this particular game. For $5, you can pick a character or player to thank for your donation. It does not have to be a character that is actively in play. For $10, you can give anybody a +1 to their roll. For $15, you can give anybody an automatic success for their next roll. For $25, you can pick a game for Hearthside Enclave to play on a future stream. And for a whopping $30, when you send your email, you can tell me, Dirk, one thing that is true about the environment for the characters to run into. So, open up your wallets, dig deep, and let's make shit weird. Alrighty, so, I'm going to say, so the three of you are, in a space. You suddenly become aware of yourself existing. You are aware of each other, and you are aware that there is space around you. There are things you can interact with. In fact, you are perfectly positioned to spring into action as part of an ambush. So, we're going to start with you again, August. Tell me, where is Samara posted up that is the exact perfect spot for an ambush? Feel free to add some environment and stuff like that. Make it weird. We're going to make this clash and weird.
Okay, so if we're gonna make this weird, I think that there is a structure that at first glance looks very similar to a tree, behind which Samara is standing. However, upon closer inspection, this tree-like structure looks like it has been carved out of bismuth. Like the lab created bismuth crystals, just on a very tiny scale. But the crystals all seem to be moving a bit, just like slowly shifting around. But Samara is currently posted up behind that tree. Do you want me to describe her?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay. She's an older woman, probably in her 50s, salt and pepper, hair mostly salt that's kept kind of close cropped, really strong jaw. She's got a really sexy facial scar. You know the one, the like anime style one going down the side of the face. Because of who I am as a person. And she has a big fuck off sword.
Alrighty.
So yeah, so that is where Samara is, and she uses she/her pronouns.
Okay. Blue, I'm gonna slide over to you. Tell me where Backtalk is posted up, where that is perfectly positioned to be ready for this ambush, and also, well, whether you can see Samara or not, you are aware of where Samara is in general.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can basically do whatever I want because it's dream logic, so my pocket of
Absolutely.
existence can bleed at the edges into whatever's okay.
Yeah.
BP's on a rooftop of a two-story building. There is a basement bar. It's one of those things where unless you go downstairs to the door, you don't know the bar's there. There's no signage until you are going downstairs into the basement access door. That's not super important, but it's there. Backtalk is on top of the roof, one leg hanging off, the other one like perched on the edge. She has a bat in one hand, balanced between like her thigh and her knee, and yeah. Backtalk is a tall, about like 5'11", extremely muscular person, not super like defined, but like these muscles know what they're doing. More buff than toned. And she's got a platinum blonde fuzz cut and glowing yellow eyes and smeary black eyeliner. And yeah, clothes that exist. Well, trying to not be overly detailed here.
Yeah, go for it. If you got more details about BT, go for it.
I have an image link, maybe. I don't know if that works.
Don't worry about the image link. If you want to put it in the stream for the listeners, you can, but it is not a requirement.
That's fair. I just have this cool art from my friend Philo Hazard.
Oh, yeah.
But Backtalk has a cool blue like bomber jacket. It's the one that like you've got all sorts of straps and stuff on it, so you can pull up the sleeves, and white cargo pants and these really neat yellow shoes, which are on her Pinterest, so I can go find that really fast. Because Backtalk has a shoe thing apparently. But yeah, that's me. I will go grab that photo.
Okay. while you're grabbing that photo, Maud, tell us where Agath, is that how it's pronounced?
Agatha.
Agatha. Okay, tell us where Agatha is posted up. And again, it does not have to match either of the scenarios already listed.
Well, the thing about Agatha is they're less posted up and more posted down. Uh, upon entering Agatha's area, you will. It's basically a semicircle of trees that appear to have spider webs covering the roofing, so light can barely pierce from the top. And littering the ground are these crystalline um, leaves, and in the center is a hole, which is most positively a trap that Agatha is in.
Alrighty. And do you want to describe Agatha for our listeners and for us also?
Of course. So Agatha is very similar to the Pathfinder's humanoid Anati species. Think sort of like a spider folk. Uh, this rail thin, um, furry bastard with little spider teeth that kind of come down in a fashion that makes it look like they have a beard. Um, Agatha is also uh, in a lab coat, and the furs that dot her skin are purple and gold.
Yeah. Alrighty. So again, the three of you are posted up. Samara is behind a bismuth tree. Agatha is in a hole under, well, a trap, under cobwebbed trees, and BT is up on top of a building with a bat looking down on the ambush spot. Again, the three of you are aware of each other, and everyone is aware of the respective environments. In the logic of dreams, it doesn't look weird at all that there is, for some reason, a building next to a bismuth tree, next to a small copse of trees covered in cobwebs. This does not occur to any of you. Anyway, the three of you are waiting. You know you are preparing because someone you trust has asked you to help protect someone. You are waiting for this person to give you your signal so that you can come out, make your attack, and help them deal with their pursuers. However, as you are waiting, all of a sudden, from further away than you can see where you are, even you, BT, you hear an anguished wail. You do not know this voice, except you do know this is the person you are meant to be protecting. They are screaming in combined terror and agony, like they are absolutely heartbroken. Uh,
Their
we're
baby.
gonna start. Sorry,
Their baby.
their baby. Uh, they are. Yeah. This is not the signal, but they do sound like they are in danger. Uh, I'm just gonna make this the turn order. August, what are you doing?
Um, shit. Uh, it might not be the signal, but um, I think that's the kind of thing that Samara is incredibly bad at ignoring. So I think she's going to charge in.
Okay. Blue, what does BT do?
In a way, that it wasn't there before. There is a fire escape. Um, and BT goes down half a flight and then triggers the vertical ladder and goes to the ground and heads towards the problem.
Alrighty. And Maud, what does Agatha do?
Agatha would probably this is dreamlike logic, right?
Yep.
So Agatha has dug several holes parallel to them, uh, going on different directions just in case they got trapped in their own trap. So they
Mm-hmm.
just start heading down one of those holes in that direction.
Okay. All right. In that case, Samara and BT, uh, what's going to happen is you come running and you see a big rabbit woman is she's got white fur that is covered in blood, and her head is in the lap of the person you are defending. It's a very slim black woman, and she is absolutely distraught. She is bent over this very dead person, absolutely wailing. Um, and you cannot see who the attackers were, but you can see that she is in absolute distress over the fact that this person she obviously cares about and someone you are vaguely aware that you were probably working with uh, is dead. Uh, Agatha, I think that you are probably under, so you can definitely hear the screaming and crying, but I don't think you can quite see what's going on yet. Um, and shit, my brain just died. Uh,
Stand by for reboot.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It is not Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit is like a third of the size of this particular rabbit woman. She's thick with two C's.
Jessica Rabb thick.
Exactly. Also, she's not built like that. This is like a wrestler and not like you've seen women wrestlers and you know how there's like the pretty ones and then the ones who look like they could break you in half?
Oh, so like Glamazon.
Yeah.
As
Uh
muted. The cackle that I let out was just immense. Yes.
yeah.
Wrestlers who can break you in half, an entire genre.
Yeah.
BT
Yep.
is part of them.
Yep. Yep.
Just on the smaller side.
Yeah. Nope. She's thick. And like again, these muscles know what they're doing. But also she is dead, and fuck, I had a plan. I didn't write down that plan.
Oh no.
All right. Well, either which way, uh, there is a corpse, the person you're supposed to be protecting, who is crying and carrying on, and a threat that you cannot see, but has probably got to be somewhere. Uh, August, well, Samara, what do you do?
I don't know that Samara would sheath her sword at this point, but I think I would be scanning the horizon, looking. I know that they're not immediately visible, but like just trying to see, take stock of any place it looks like they could have potentially been hiding,
Mhm.
or like some sort of approach, like if there's some sort of approach that we hadn't accounted for, that kind of thing.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll for that. Oh, actually, wait. Somebody donated $10. Who is that for?
Hmm.
Uh, okay.
Oh,
Um. Uh. Blue. Put down somewhere that at some point in the near future, Backtalk has a +1. Um. But anyway, Samara, I'm gonna have you roll your. That's not the right. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll your focus. Let's
Okie dokie.
see if you can.
So that's
We
going to
did.
be 3d6.
Is it 3d6?
yep.
It's
Um.
it's one die per point in the
Great.
stat, right?
Yep.
Okay,
3d6.
cool.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
Mm, I'm gonna say the difficulty is 3. Wait,
Okay.
is that too high? Is this? Do they add together or?
So, when it comes to rolling inside of this system, uh, for your 3 dice, it's very similar to Forge in the Dark. Uh, you just need a 3+ on any of those dice without incurring a 1.
Ah, okay. So, all right. I wasn't sure if it
You're
said
good.
something about a target number, so I'm just gonna treat it like rolled in the dark, where well, fortune in the dark, where 3 minus is a fail, 6 is a success, 4 to 5 is mixed success.
Okey-dokey.
Uh,
Alrighty.
I
One.
got a 3, a 5, and a 5.
Okay. So let me think a second.
Oh, Jerry just explained it in chat.
Yeah. Uh,
I've always been bad at explaining her work.
that's all right. Okay. So I think you do see um I think you see an archer. Um it's hmm give me a second. I'm going to do something to hurt you.
I'm excited.
Mm.
Oh no, you have to hurt me? Everybody pull a JDQ and be like, wait, no, I know exactly how you can do it. Here. Cue
uh
a maniacal Austin Walker. Ah, yes, that will be excellent, thank you.
There we go. Fully explained down the chat now.
okay. So uh, okay. August. Tell me about the dog.
um, so the dog, um, Samara, when she was younger, had a mutt, uh probably medium sized, so like 40ish pounds, not a small dog by any stretch, but not a big one either. Just kind of medium-sized, wiry fur, wiry build. No clue how old he was when she came into or when he came into her life, but she had him for many, many years. And when he passed, it was a kind of formative memory for her. Um, very I don't want to say that the dog was like super poorly behaved, but a very mischievous dog.
Mhm.
The kind of dog who like will tear up their bed and then be like, "Oh, who, me?"
Okay. Uh, in that case, I think the person you see is a young woman with a bow and arrow, and there she's got a dog standing next to her. It's a very familiar looking dog, and the young woman is decently tall, not quite as strong looking as you, not as experienced as you. Uh, BT, this wait, I didn't ask what BT was doing. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
I'm on my way, bat at my side.
Nope. You are there, actually.
I'm just
I
So,
have
looking around.
arrived. Loading screen over.
yeah. So, actually, BT, you are here. Samara is looking around. The person you are meant to be defending is crying over the body of your fourth party member. Um, and Agatha, as far as you can tell, doesn't seem to be here yet, but it's possible she's somewhere you can't see. What are you doing?
Because it's dream logic, I put my bat on my back, and there's something there that holds it now. Because I can do that. And BT, why do you have zero social skills?
Because
I
it's fun
think
that way.
yeah, BT has muscles and intimidate, not at many points in comfort. Uh, Occasionally she gets lucky, but they just squat down next to this distraught rabbit and the body of our fourth party member, and
The rabbit is the body.
I got a little bit confused, as I do.
All right.
And I it may not look like comfort, but BT is there with them, not saying anything, and it's like I would be like, "Hey, do you need support or do you need space?" And BT's just like, "I'm gonna sit here and like, you're not alone, but silently."
Uh, yeah, I think what happens is that this young woman absolutely throws herself into BT's arms, and she is now crying on um, BT's shoulder, and she smells uh, like coffee for some strange reason. Very familiar coffee. It brings to mind a very specific memory because she smells exactly like that particular coffee. I want you to go ahead and roll fortitude.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my fortitude because I remembered picking my stats and I forgot all of them. Yep. Okay, fortitude. So I have 3 dice.
Yes. Also, you have your traits. So I was going to say you can try and use this, but your traits are not going to help with this.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
I haven't done anything indignant, ruthless, or blunt yet. Ichi has a very specific set of skills.
Don't worry, we all do.
Confronting your memories, some of them just don't work that way. Okay, so is this D6? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Google,
And,
roll me 3d6. I have a 5, a 4, and a 3.
mm,
I'm gonna save my +1 because I think that's decent.
That's pretty good.
yeah, that's pretty good. Um, so yeah, I think that you managed to not fall into the memory that this particular smell evokes in you, but you are wholly distracted. You are not aware of your surroundings. You are aware of the woman crying in your arms and the way she smells, and that's about it. So, uh, Agatha, what are you doing? Have you arrived? Are you still staying under the ground? What are you doing?
I have arrived, and Agatha's kind of trying to feel out the tremors above ground, um, to understand the situation of their compatriots.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and have you roll focus.
Yes. Alrighty. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Um, could I add my trait inquisitive to this?
Tell me how it applies.
Um, I came over here because I was curious, and I'm trying to get a vibe on the area and the locations of every possible friendly or target in the area.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and add it.
Ta-da! Woo! Okay, I have 5, 6, a 3, and a 6.
Okay. Uh, since you have a 6, you are intimately aware of what is going on. You can identify the person who is screaming, who you are defending. You know exactly where she is. You are aware of Samara moving around, possibly towards an additional person whose footsteps you do not recognize. Also, there seems to be an animal there. Not a very big one, but big enough that it could be a problem if it's that animal and a person versus Samara by herself. Um, you can vaguely hear um, Backtalk making vague soothing sounds. Not quite sure what Backtalk's doing. You are also aware that there are other people surrounding this particular area. I'm gonna say there's 3 other people, so 4 people in total around this area, and one of them seems to be approaching um, Backtalk, and I'm just gonna say that the person's name is Cleo. Her name is Cleo. That's who you're defending. And but you can hear that one of them is approaching Cleo and Backtalk real fast. What do you want to do, if anything?
The one that is approaching them real fast, can I start to head in their direction and try to, before they are upon him, drag that person into the ground with me?
Ooh. Uh, uh, I don't know why I didn't expect that.
Hmm.
But
I have a tunnel system.
you do. You do have a tunnel system. I would say roll drive.
Drive. Can I add scheming to this because I prepared for it?
Absolutely.
Huzzah! Drive is 3. Gonna leave out the big one. The big one's my lucky one. Okay, so I have a 2, a 5 plus 1, well, 2 plus 1, 5 plus 1, and a 6 plus 1, but that's just a 6.
uh, I'll fucking raid you. What the shit? Let me see.
I'll pretty much yell, over here! Fucking drag.
Oh yeah. Uh, let's see. Tell me about Eastar Corp.
So, Eastar Corp is, Jeriel, if you're in the chat, you have a blurb on this, and I know you do. They are one of the premier companies in the realm Agatha Ilanwe is from, which is the realm of which Cerulean Springs, the cyberpunk fantasy version of Colorado Springs, inhabits. And for the most part of what I know, they are a biopharmacy slash uh magic development and weapons trader. So
Mm-hmm.
a massive amount of the research Agatha done was distinctly right after the gate crash, the big event that caused a bunch of mutants to uh be activated upon the earth. And they have spent most of their life since then cataloging and researching the different causes of the colored effects of ether, which is magic essence, which is most of what E-Star has to deal with. Now, are they uh, making people work through indented contracts on Mars? Of course, but that's besides the point. We're researching magic here.
All right. Now, tell me about mutants.
Ah, I perhaps used the wrong word there. Gate crashers. Uh, during this uh, catastrophic return of magic to the Earth, many people, uh, instead of, just living as their regular human selves, were affected by this huge burst of magic that in turn made what their soul looks like, the soul of them that usually resides within their bodies and within the ether stream, come out into their physical forms. So for a lot of people, this brought back, hey, elves, orcs, unicorns, all the way to centaurs, dog people, spider folk, and one of the favorites if you go over to Speed Studios, a centaur panda.
Alrighty then.
Yep. It is just it is just a reflection of your soul, which is yeah, it's supposed to be trans.
Okay. In that case, the person you drag under is a gate crasher. Uh, they've got uh gray skin, long tusks. Something breaks when they fall in their leg, and they are pissed. And they have weapons in hand. No, they don't have weapons in hand. You got a 6. They have left their weapons behind. You can see like a sword teetering on the edge of the hole above you. They are weaponless. They have a broken leg, and they are at your feet. Um.
Good evening. I'm Agatha Ilanwe. Would you mind if I left you down here?
Yes, I would mind if you left me down here. Fuck you and the painted horse you and your bitches rode in on.
Wonderful. That is exactly the answer I was expecting. And they climb back up. Enjoy the hole. It's all yours now.
It was only polite to ask.
And I grabbed their sword on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are yelling and screaming, and they are trying to get up, but they broke their leg dropping down in here. When you get out, you find Cleo crying all over Backtalk. You see Samara heading towards. Okay, like, that can't be right. That's definitely a second Samara, but like 30 years younger.
Does Samara have a little sister? Type energy. Except in the way of dream logic, you know that it's not a sister, it's just another Samara.
Yep. It is another Samara. Anyway, speaking of Samara, Samara, you do not recognize this young woman. You just see that she's got a bow and arrow and a dog, and she's about to shoot at somebody. What would you like to do?
I mean, Samara is approaching, sword drawn, and I think she bellows, like, at the top of her lungs, stand down now, or I will cut you down.
Oh. Shit. I did not think through what I was doing when I did this. I think she like re-aims her bow so that it's pointing at you, and she says, "No, you stand down. We are here on orders of the Queen." And that can't be right. She cannot be under orders of the Queen because Cleo is the Queen.
I'm trying to think of how Samara phrases this. She continues approaching, and tell your false queen that she will have to do better than this. Because Samara's pissed.
Yeah.
And she says again, stand down.
Okay. Showing the barrel of the gun here. If you continue to approach, you are going to get shot. And also, the dog is snarling at you. You are either going to get mauled by a dog or shot with an arrow. What would you like to do?
Is there any way I could like, because I'm trying to intimidate this person.
Ah, okay. If you are trying to intimidate,
Like, or like, because Samara's a paladin. She's like familiar with being in a quasi-military situation, you know, with various ranks and things like that. So she's it's either intimidate or trying to pull rank on this person.
I tell you what, you can either roll drive as intimidate or focus as pull rank. Sorry, fortitude as pull rank.
I think you said fortitude is pull rank.
Yes.
So I think I'd like to angle for pulling rank, and I want to pitch you on stalwart as a modifier to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like she's a stalwart servant of the queen, and she knows that she's in the right.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not she's actually in the right, she knows she's in the right.
Oh yeah.
So I think stalwart would give her a +1.
All right. Yeah, I say go for it.
So that's the +1 isn't an extra die; it's a +1 on the highest roll. Is that correct?
Mod.
Jerry. Double checking.
Sorry, I just want to be sure before I roll.
It does not specify whether it's on the highest roll or not.
Okay, but it's still 3d6. It's not an extra die.
Jerry has appeared in the lingering docket. Oh, Izzy's back. Hi, Izzy. I put someone in a hole.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 3d6, and my highest is a 5, so
Okay, +1's the highest.
the +1 makes it a 6. I got a 2, a 4, and a 5.
Okay. In that case, I think you see the young woman hesitate, and she looks confused. And then she says, "But the queen has already stepped down. She's passed the crown on. She's passed the crown on. Uh, so, um, that is what she says, and I'm gonna leave her with that. And let's see, uh, BT, you have heard this shouting, cause I'll be honest, I cannot imagine Samara is a quiet human person. Um, so you've heard this, and you feel Cleo like tensing up and looking up, and she looks pissed.
I can relate. I know what that one's like.
um, and I think she's actually gonna like try to start climbing up you because she's gonna go get in the face of this woman with a fucking bow and arrow.
I think I resist. I like pull her tight because she was in my arms, and I'm like, "Do you have a plan?"
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have you roll fortitude.
Love that. I've got some dice to do that.
Nice. I love it when they have dice.
These are amazing.
Ooh, spicy dice. But I've got a 1, a 4, and a 1.
Oh,
Ones
no.
are
Oh,
bad.
buddy.
Oh
That sounds
no!
bad. Oh,
Yep.
One's canceled
See,
successes.
BT attempts to have one iota of control over instinct, and well, I've learned my lesson.
um, I think that like she Cleo twists out of your arms and she says, "Yeah, I have a plan. I'm gonna smack my niece into next month." And like you could go after her, but also there are two other people coming from the opposite direction wearing the same uniform as is does Samara have a little sister?
Yeah. If Cleo's climbed out of my lap, then I'm definitely going to reach for my bat.
Yeah, so there are two other people with weapons in hand, and you kind of have to worry about them because they're gunning for Cleo, not for you.
Uh-huh.
Uh, what would you like to do?
I'm a smash. That.
Oh my, I thought you were just gonna attack them.
Roll fortitude.
Yes,
Again? Yay!
sir.
2, 6, 4. See, BT's good at something.
BT, you might have a trait to add to that.
Oh yeah, 2 of them at least. BT going for the kill would be ruthless. BT skipping all talk and going straight to violence would be blunt.
I
Yeah.
will let you add one of them.
So I get another die. Okay.
Wait.
No, you get a +1 to the highest, and you got a 6, bud. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I think what happens is like you don't manage to like take out both of these people because there are two people coming at you. However, you hold them off and you're making them regret this decision.
Good. That was the plan.
And oh, also I forgot to mention, since you did
Nice.
wait.
I
Wait
couldn't
one
have
second.
used my plus
Uh,
one to cancel that one because I had 2 ones. But also, what were you?
I'm checking the rules because I feel like uh, nope, that's about fighting in general. So I thought if you roll a 1, you might lose some of your tether. But oh wait, no, you do lose. You lose a point in your fortitude. So, we're gonna say it doesn't apply to the roll for the fight, but since you failed that roll, you lose a point in your fortitude.
Rep.
Eh,
I don't want you to cross out the second number. There we go.
Okay. Alrighty. So, alright. So Agatha, Samara is arguing with her younger self, who is possibly backing down. BT is holding off two attackers like very well, but like honestly, BT is huge. And Cleo is like tears streaming down her face, half her clothes smeared with blood, and she is making a beeline for the younger Samara. She's about to do something stupid. What would you like to do?
Hmm?
What is Agatha doing? This is the scenario she sees. What is Agatha doing?
Oh. Agatha's gonna make the fastest decision they can, which is I'm I'm much better at fighting underground. I'm a goddamn scientist. Go back down the hole and take one of them away from BT's situation.
Thanks. Love it.
I'm a goddamn scientist. Sword or not, I'm not finna scrap.
You're
I
so
think
valid.
you made these holes for a reason. What the shit?
Let's see. I'm gonna have you roll drive for this.
Alrighty. Reading stick. Would I be able to use my scheme again since this is of the same plan?
Uh,
Or is it
mm,
more brash and thinking it'll work again?
all right, yeah, I'll let you get away with that.
Ah, great. Alright. And since this is. Let me reread the rule on overflow again because Jerry pointed it out. And I had completely forgotten. Da, 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 da. Overflow. When using traits, a single die can be rerolled once. When you absolutely need to succeed a check, you can sacrifice a memory for a mass overflow, removing as many die as you want. Oh no, I'm just gonna do the one for the trait. Fucking what? Wow. So here's what I got. On the re-rolled one, is a 1. I have a 2, and the highest is a 4, so 4 plus 1.
Okay, but a 1 cancels out
Cancels
a
out
success.
success.
Yeah. So I think what happens is there's so many things going on. You jump back into the hole with the orc, and they punch you real hard.
The hell?
You dropped me into a hole and my leg is broken, you motherfucker.
I didn't drop, I pulled.
That's incredible. Um,
Fucking pulled. Oh. You threw a good punch though, shit.
yeah. They punch you. Um,
Thanks, I hate it.
uh, yeah, you should. And you lose a point in what did I make you roll? I made you roll, I think, fortitude.
I thought we just lost Heather in combat.
That is probably true.
Give me a second. So where are you seeing losing a point in the
Uh,
stat?
I'm gonna highlight it. It's
Character loses 1 point of their tether with every hit taken. Now, I believe the section you're looking at is death again.
oh, you are correct. I sure am. Alrighty. Yeah. So
BT, don't forget to add your point of fortitude back
yeah,
and
and
subtract 1 tether.
yeah, subtract 1 tether.
Fixing
So
that now. Thank you.
yes. Alrighty.
Don't forget to
Anyway.
donate.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget to donate, people. You can give other people +1s. You can. Uh, many things. Many things are possible. Yeah.
Exclamation mark lingering.
Yeah.
There
Thank
you go.
you, Izzy. We love you.
Thank you. We love help.
Alrighty. So, you are busy with an orc that is trying to fight you. August, Cleo comes storming by, and, like, the young woman you're facing off with, paused when you said that, like, she's following the False Queen, but now somebody's rushing at her, even if it is, Cleo, who, tiny. What would you like to do about this situation?
I what form of address do you think Samara would use for Cleo?
Probably Madam or Your Majesty.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, she's just like, Your Majesty, it's not safe, and tries to like insinuate herself between the person with the bow and the dog and Cleo.
And she says, yes, I am aware, but my niece sent her to come kill me to steal my throne for no good reason. Uh, like, I'm gonna, I'm, no, fuck all of this. She's furious. She is, like, you know how you get so mad you are just beyond words? She is just well beyond words. And the young woman you were facing off with is now, like, trying to decide if she's going to, like, shoot or what she needs to be doing right now. The dog is just growling, and, like, it's doing that thing dogs do where when they're growling, they sort of, like, edge forward because they're like, I don't like you, and this is about to be a problem. So,
Am I close enough to potentially disarm the young woman?
no, she is at, like, honestly, she's probably too close to be, like, shooting at you with a bow and arrow. But, although, you know what, this can be dream logic. Give me a roll. If you roll well, you are close enough. Or you can, I don't know, no-clip your way closer.
Love to be a Bethesda main character.
I know, right?
Just like a flat 1d6.
Uh,
Or what stat should I use? Well, I mean, all of my stats are even, but
Well, small thing I forgot to. I think most of us forgot when we were doing our character sheets because we very last minute. Your last feeling gives you a +1 to one of your stats, and it
yeah.
looks like yours is disappointment.
yeah.
That would fall under adding +1 to focus.
Okie dokie.
I'm just bringing this up because I had forgotten to add mine for indignance, which is a +1 to drive.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a 4 in focus.
Yeah.
You
But
have a
also,
focus?
sorry, you go first, Maud.
Sorry, I was making a bad pun.
Oh, I have a 4 in focus. Oh my god, get out.
All right, it's time to turn this stream around, people. You can all blame Maud.
Yep. So what stat should I roll, or if it's just like a flat 1d6 just to see how I roll?
No, I'm actually going to say roll your drive
Okay.
because you're basically going to be ignoring your surroundings to make an attack you should not be able to make.
Okay. Ooh, a 3, a 6, and a 6.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Alright.
All right. In that case, tell me how you disarm this young woman.
I'm not gonna no clip, actually. I'm gonna do something that Samara. I don't want to say that she's in a panic exactly, but it's one of those things where it's like she doesn't want to lay hands on her queen,
Mm-hmm.
because that's just not done.
Wait,
But
wait. I thought you were disarming the person with the bow and arrow.
I am. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Because like her first instinct is like, okay, we've got to stop Cleo, but we can't stop Cleo, so we've got to disarm this person. But we're too far away. Well, shit. So what Samara does is she takes her sword and like hurls it in such a way that it like catches the bow and like I'm having a hard time thinking the best way to describe it. Like she hurls it so it's, you know, it tumbles midair and it catches the bow as it's tumbling and like wrenches the bow out of the young woman's hands and then like lands behind her, pinning the bow to the dirt.
Okay. Do you also want to injure her?
I probably the thing is, like, I don't know. Samara, yeah, I don't think I want to injure her at this point. I think she's more useful to us like uninjured right now, but I want to disarm her.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, you you do exactly what you say, and Cleo is so surprised and impressed that she like stops and she kind of does that thing where it's like, whoa, okay. Anyway, now we're gonna switch back over to BT. BT, you are still fighting two opponents, and like you're doing really well so far. So, but you are fighting two people. So let's like, do you want to continue just sort of wailing on them, or do you want to try and do something fancy and clever? How are you doing this?
Hi. I, for a second, didn't realize I was still muted. I haven't said anything yet.
Incredible.
Other than like, yes, that is very badass of BT. I think at this point I might have earned myself a little bit of intimidation by proving that I can fight two people and hold my own, which not everyone can do. So I might try to convince them to stand down. Like, you know, I can do this all day. What about you? Do you really want to keep doing this?
Okay, do you say something, or do you just,
I'm thinking about real, actual words with my mouth.
You said some pretty good words.
You don't have to say words. You can also just say, are you sure you want to do this?
I can keep going. What about you? There's more of us than there is of you. Run.
Ooh, that's very sexy. I like that. In that case, I'm gonna say, yeah, roll drive again.
I haven't rolled drive yet. I love this. Drive is my good one.
Ooh.
I believe.
Also, could I get a +1 for indignant or blunt?
Yeah, I'll give you a +1 for blunt.
Cool. Love that. Turns out I don't need it.
Oh.
Almost posted this in the wrong chat because I have very little attention span.
I also haven't been paying attention to the chat, so I just realized that you guys were putting things in there.
We're mostly just putting them there for, you know, look, I have my roles. I'm not just making them up to be sexy. I can be sexy, and the dice will agree with me. Speaking of which, I have a 2, 3, 4, 6.
Ooh, very nice.
Also, I took your little box ID and I put it on all of them.
Love that. Love to have infectious good design plans.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, fancy. Yeah, so I think what happens is you say this and then like you smack both of them in the face.
Do I like take the baseball bat and hit one of them and then clock the other person's head into the other person's head?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the neutron.
The neutron?
The Newton balls. The little fun desk toy
soccer
where
balls.
it's where you hit one and then the other one will bounce away because momentum stuff.
Right, the
There's
little
science
crackers.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go over the bat.
I'm gonna smack that motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, you absolutely. Yes, Izzy, way to go. Yeah, no, you absolutely do that, and like they both sort of stumble, and like they consider each other, and like one of them does just break and run. I think the one you hit with the bat, I think the one you hit with the bat does just break and run.
Made a little sandwich of them. Yeah. That's fair.
The other one calls out Captain Samara. And Samara's little sister looks up. Yeah? Hey Samara, somebody's calling you.
Yeah. Samara's head like whips around, and I think this is the moment where she really realizes like what, who she's looking at. And she like I think all she can do at the moment is just like stare at like her younger doppelganger.
One second, I need to have a sip of soda.
Just a little sippy. So, how's everything topside?
Oh, we're just having a normal one.
I'm just
Nice.
smacking skulls together. Proving points.
Hey, I'm having a fireside chat with someone down here.
Yeah, speaking of that fireside chat, Agatha, you just got clocked by this person who, like, you did drop them, but, like, also they're kind of up on one knee to fight you, and you are a lover, not a fighter.
Barely that.
Mm,
What would you like to do about this situation?
So, let's be rational here for a moment. I apologize for dropping you down here. I thought you were attacking us. You probably were. Uh, does not excuse my behavior. But let, let's be rational. I still have your sword. You still have a fucked up leg. I can get up that hole in about 3 seconds. Now the question is, do you want me to take you with me?
You had me in the first half. I was like, that is the worst fucking apology I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry, I work for a large fucking corporation that has succeeded in fucking up the earth. You expect an apology?
I get it. I get it. You're right. That's on me. Alrighty. I'm gonna say, oh boy. I'm telling people to use drive a lot, but mm, hmm?
I was gonna make a shitpost and then decided it could go in chat.
Fair.
Looking on stream, very viable.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, go ahead and roll drive for me.
Okay, can I use scheming?
No. Pick another one.
Yeah, the scheming is a bit fucked. There is no other one on there.
No.
I'm inquisitive, brash, and scheming. These strings encompass me. Okay, so we have a
It's not a
2.
proper scheme.
Tell them to be rational. Tell them the truth. Lie to them. Alright, so we have a 2, a 3, a 5, and a 6.
God damn it. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Uh, so I think they're much like me in that their initial reaction is, "This is the worst goddamn apology." Uh, and then they consider the hole. How deep is this hole?
15 feet to the top.
Yeah. Yeah. They consider the hole, and they consider their leg, and they consider you.
I can almost guarantee whatever company or mercenary group you're a part of will not sponsor you getting back up this hole. I will fill it in if you say no.
And like they drop their fists, but they don't look happy about it. And they say, I'm not here from a company. We're here under orders of Queen Hiroko.
Who the fuck is that?
Uh, let's say this is something you should know, but I believe that Agatha doesn't know this.
Agatha probably thinks they're here to research the effects of essence that made this person so goddamn tall with their gate crashing, and how their body is sustained under all that weight.
Yeah, no. They're just like Queen Hiroko is the queen.
Yes, and queen of what?
And-
Cards, spades, hearts? I'm curious now. Come on.
Oh man, I love Agatha so much. I want bad things to happen to them.
Don't worry. Don't worry. That's built in.
Agatha's the worst. I love it. No, they're like the queen of this country.
Hmm. Son, what year is it?
But I don't tell you year. I'm not saying an actual year. What I
Okay,
will say is that, like, Agatha might be vaguely aware that, there is, like, a process to the royalty changing over, and, it's possible that you missed, a new queen being crowned, because, you know, new royalty doesn't get crowned when the old royalty dies. They just get crowned when the old royalty, like, has finished training up the new generation. Because, I'll be honest, the traditional way of monarchy is bullshit and dumb. But, anyway.
You're gonna hate what I'm about to say.
Oh, God.
God, fucking Brits. Come on. Start take it on the wall and stick, or wrap your arms around me or something.
And they do. And they grab you just slightly too hard. And like it's plausible that it's accidental, but you're not 100% sure.
While you are
They did
squeezing
call
me
you a
so
motherfucker.
while you are squeezing me so tightly, I do need to let you know I am carrying a lot of different acidic materials. Uh I do not believe you wish to squeeze that hard, specifically in that area. I'm warning you, this entire hole will go up in flames.
Put their arms around your neck.
Thinking.
The worst.
Worse.
So, uh, does Agatha actually take this person back up to the top?
Yes, specifically because I wasn't scheming. If not, I would not have waited for them to hold on. Would have just left while they were confused.
So, we're going to move back to the two Samaras. Because, Samara, your young doppelganger is also, like, looking at you. And,
I feel bad because my first thought is, why are you me? I'm me.
oh man, that sounds like something Samara would say.
I mean, no, that's not. I think it's just a matter of who are you?
And she sort of frowns and says, "I'm I'm Captain Samara Sanalustra. Who are you?"
The silence is in character. And Samara says, actually, what is Samara? Is Samara's rank captain, or does she have like a different rank under uh uh under Cleo's employ?
Because it's been like 30 years, right?
yeah. Yeah, we'll say that Samara's the general.
I'm Samara Sanalustra, general in the Queen's army.
And the captain like gives you a funny look and gives Cleo a funny look. And gives you a funny look and says, "Which queen?"
The one who's not trying to commit sedition.
Oh, I know what she says. I have to think about the wording. Give me a second. uh, she like frowns at you and then looks at Cleo again and says, "Then why haven't you arrested her?"
Anyway.
I'm trying to think how Samara phrases this. She's not the one who just had our comrade killed.
But she is the one who tried to have Queen Hiroko killed. And you do know who Hiroko is. So Cleo has a younger sister, Valerian, who has 3 children. Hiroko is the oldest. Hiroko is an adult, but your brain is doing something weird because Cleo looks like she is about the same age that Hiroko should be to take the throne. Something weird is happening here. If that wasn't obvious.
Can I... Does the captain believe what she's saying? Like, can I tell that?
um, I think I'm gonna make you roll for that.
Okay.
And that was when their eyes disappeared.
Yeah, we're gonna say roll focus.
Okay, so that is board D6. Nope, that's not how I roll in this server. 2, 3, 2, 5.
Okay, so you can tell that the captain believes what she's saying, but that is the alarm that it is time for you to go light candles. So
Yes.
before you go, I'm gonna say the captain believes what she is saying, but Cleo is also puffing herself up and looking offended, like this is basically something is going wrong. Both of them believe that basically incompatible things.
Okay.
So, but with that said, friends in the in the channel, we are taking a 10-minute break.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. We are taking a 10-minute break. Feel free to go get snacks and drinks if you need to. And we will return at 8:40 and get back into it. And maybe I will have more planned by then.
I believe in you.
You shouldn't. Alrighty, thank you, all of the friends, enemies, and people I haven't decided about yet. We have returned from our break. It went a little longer than we initially intended, but let's be real, that is par for the course for streams just in general. That said, we are back. I have forgotten everything. This is a problem because I am the GM. I have not actually forgotten everything.
Oh, thank mercy.
um. Okay. So, when we left off, yes, Samara. Samara. As far as you can tell, the captain, believes that she is telling the truth, but Cleo also believes that the captain is just flat wrong. So you cannot tell if one of them is lying or if both of them is lying. As far as you can tell, neither of them is lying. They both believe it. So, you have no further information there. Agatha, I'm going to say you and your passenger have gotten to the surface, and there is one less opponent than there was before. BT is not fighting anybody anymore. And, well, Cleo still looks pissed. But, I think, the younger Samara notices you coming up with one of her compatriots, and, like, she hesitates just a moment, glances at the older Samara, then, calls out, Aiden, are you okay? No!
Alright, good. So, here's what I'll say to you before I inevitably drop you at this place. Not in the hole again. I have, on me, a few healing items. Now, I'm looking at the situation. It appears you've lost. So what do you say? I give you this, and you politely fuck off, and do not group up until this is whatever it is over. You can refuse.
Yeah, I think Aiden just kind of lets go of you and like lands on the good foot and sort of hops away. And like after a second, the younger Samara comes over to help Aiden. And so oh.
Gonna back up a little bit. Should I be pushing them down the hole?
Samara.
I'm a bit confused what happened while I was down there. They
We
say that's Samara because they're clone.
something strange is afoot. I will admit that, but perhaps if cooler heads prevail, we can figure something out. She says, as if she didn't just chuck a big fuck off sword at someone to disarm them.
Well, great. If you would please step away from the hole and me, that would be amazing. I am many things, and a captive I will not be.
For fuck's sake!
Who's yelling for fuck's sake?
Oh,
Perfectly fine. Was that Anya?
that was Anya, yeah. Oh, it's there, right your desk.
Environmental
Melania,
Foley.
we can hear them.
It is taken care of now. But yeah, I think Samara like steps away from the hole, but like is keeping an eye on other Samara while she does it.
Yeah. I think other Samara just goes to help Aiden and basically does probably the sort of thing Samara would do, which is, look after her subordinate. The other one who BT, beat up, uh, has, some bruises in the face and doesn't look like comfortable, but is on their feet. And so it's the three of them, and then the four of you, including Cleo, and
Can I say something?
yeah, absolutely.
So, Aiden, I was serious about that healing, and as long as the Sprouse twins aren't fighting anymore, uh, I will hand you this. And they'll just pass over this swirling green liquid in a stereotypically circular bottle.
Aiden actually leans away, and younger Samara takes it because Aiden is not going to, and she gives him a look, and he's just like, they said they had acid on them. I'm not drinking that.
Okay, the acid is not green, the acid is black. And they hold up a black one, and you can see just this sticking tar swirling around in there.
Delightful.
I'm gonna make you roll something.
Oh, so pour it. Pour a little bit on the ground, and everything just dies.
No, it's something about convincing them. Because I don't think Aiden is buying this for a penny.
It really is looking like driver focus.
I was gonna suggest that. Love to sort of understand a game.
Yeah, I think focus, because you really did give them the healing, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Green,
yeah.
green essence has to do with bodily auras healing, but used by the right magic person, it could take your bones. But this is for healing.
Aiden does not look encouraged.
All right, that's going to be a 2, a 2, a 5, and a 6.
Um,
And it was, in fact, the lucky dice that got a 6.
hell yeah.
Send the picture.
Alright, Aiden does not look even a tiny bit. Yes, that is Agatha's. Um, but
That
I
is
think
true, Pack.
I think younger Samara opens up the thing, takes a sniff of it, sticks a pinky finger in it and tastes it, and then gives it to Aiden. And Aiden
Hey,
continues to look dubious.
Samara, what's your
Uh,
favorite flower?
Um, shoot. The first thing that popped into my head is daisies, so I think I'm gonna go with that.
It would smell like daisies.
yeah.
Favorite
I
fruit?
think
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate taste.
yeah. So I think younger Samara looks weirded out as hell, but offers it to Aiden until Aiden takes a sniff as well, and then also drinks it.
No. Would you like me to break that down or no?
Nah, we're just gonna say it works.
It works. It's
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't get that pomegranate.
Hmm.
Um. But yeah, I think after a moment, I don't know if the healing is painful, but I'm gonna say it is. So there's a moment where Aiden's just like, ah, fuck shit.
You're correct.
uh, and then like is like, oh wait, no, no, okay, yeah, okay, and and
So I've got a question.
uh-huh.
I know that we're operating a little bit on dream logic, so I'm wondering, is the body of our fallen comrade still here?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. Because I haven't decided if I want to run the risk of having too goddamn many NPCs. But yeah, I think uh, she is still there. And I think I think both Samaras have the same thought at the same time, looking at her. And the younger one, like, looks to you to actually say it.
See, I'm torn. Because there are a couple of thoughts that I think Samara could give voice to. One of them is incredibly utilitarian, and one of them is more sentimental. And I'm
Healing
trying to
potion.
decide. Would a healing potion heal somebody whose head's off?
I didn't say the head was off.
I'm sorry, I thought when you said that our comrade's head was in.
Oh no. I meant that more in a like she fell down.
Okay, I'm
The
sorry that I
D&D
went.
dead.
I'm sorry that I went far more gruesome than you intended. Um, so never mind. In that case, yes. Um, we need to heal our friend.
Oh, oh, you mean that one down there?
And Cleo was just like, yes, that one down there. Do you have more of that?
I should. So, for that situation right there, I'll need more than green. Pardon me. And they walk over to the person on the ground.
Yeah, RW is just like she's on the ground and like realistically, if she had been on the ground bleeding for this long, she would probably be dead by now. But like you're not 100% sure. You might be able to fix it.
Uh, let's see, any damage to bones? How close is she to death? And how much blood loss are we talking about?
Okay. You have now convinced me to make you make a roll. I'm gonna say roll focus.
Right. Da-da-da. Can I use Inquisitive as a trait for this?
Mm, yeah, I'll say you can use that.
Huzzah. Shit! We have a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 6.
Hell
you do
yeah.
have a juice box for this, Agatha.
I do indeed.
Yep, you even have one pre-made already.
Yes. Now this, pardon me, but everyone, if you cover your ears, usually people react to violently to such, uh, well, ill-pristine, out of practice, infusions of green and white essence. Opens mouth, pours. They'll be fine.
Hey, Izzy, make a cameo for us. It hurts.
Drip, 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 bloop, bloop, bloop.
Agatha is bringing RW back to consciousness, and it hurts a lot. Sorry.
You feel your blood dripping back into your body. It is very fast.
Ew.
Uh-huh. Good evening, patient. It appears some people here care about you. I'll have to ask you to keep me from using another one of these. Great. Please do not die. It's inconvenient. All right, they're up.
Cleo tackles you. Sorry. She does not stop. Alrighty. So, BT, you've just seen kind of all this happen. How you feeling?
Not more dramatic than things we've seen in kayfabe, probably. I'm an actual werewolf who pretends to have a werewolf gimmick, so, like, drama? That's...
That is pretty kayfabe.
What is kayfabe?
Kayfabe is a wrestling term. It's like the,
It's
it's
being
the
in
make-believe,
character.
it's the canon. Yeah, it's in character. Uh, it's the RP universe. I don't know the words for it. I only vaguely know wrestling terms, and I've written a pretty
got-
significantly long wrestling fic without knowing what I'm talking about. My friends are just like, "That's the vibes. You're doing it," and I'm like, "Cool."
I got you.
Yep.
Kayfabe is when a wrestler stays in character when interacting with fans and the universe. Uh, so if the character would not sign autographs, they aren't going to sign autographs, and they'll do it in character. If you spot them on the street, they are still in character. That's keeping kayfabe.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
Think like method acting, but only when you're around people.
Schrodinger's method acting. Are
If a
you
wrestler
in
falls in
character?
the
No
woods,
one is
do
here
they
to see
use the
it.
people elbow?
Alrighty then. Okay. So yeah, I think everybody is up, and in mostly decent condition. There are now 3 people on their side and 5 people on your side. Uh, except 2 people on your side are kind of out of it because RW is still in pain and Cleo is still clinging to RW and not making this easier. So I need to take a sip of soda. I see it, you motherfucker!
Oh boy.
Donate to Seattle Pride. Amazon sucks. If I'm legally allowed to say that on Twitch, oops.
Use that Prime money, baby. That is all.
I hate you. I do. You know what? Fine. Go back. I'm done with you.
Yeah, I can hear you all now. Like everything went really quiet after Izzy posted in chat, and I thought it was just like a pause of like Dirk figuring out what they were gonna do next. And then I was like, okay, I said something. I hope I wasn't talking over people, because then I looked and I saw lights moving up, and I'm like, I'm not hearing you guys. But my computer made the, like, you've hung up notification noise at me, so I don't know what it was. But I'm back and I was hearing you guys when I arrived. Thank you.
Yeah, I heard you saying something as well.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Fuck.
We're all here.
All right. Yeah, you're done, cause yeah. Honestly, I probably needed an out anyway. So.
FaceTime liquor.
Shit. Okay, I have like the. Give me a second. Words are not happening because brain is working.
Mood.
You're the worst.
As you should. Right.
We're told name multiple times for both.
$30
We
doesn't
also
cause
have
problems for the
problems.
players. It
Oh.
causes problems for the GM. That is true. That is so very true. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you can stop vamping. I appreciate you. Alrighty. So, what happens is, as, Cleo is, like, hugging RW, and you all are considering the people before you. So you've seen, like, old televisions when they turn off, and it's kind of like there's a darkness that spreads from the center out. weirdly, the space in front of you looks like there is a black dot that is slowly crawling its way out. There might be tentacles there. Those are definitely tentacles. Oh dear, this is disturbingly large. And then between one moment and the next, I'm going to say that the scenery folds in around you all. It's like it's been crumpled by these tentacles of darkness. And if you want to vamp some more so I can figure out my phrasing, I don't mind.
Oh, absolutely.
Can I? Oh, that means nobody heard me do RW's voice either.
Ah, God damn it.
No!
Oh no! Did
Y'all
anyone
didn't
hear
get to hear
RW?
me say fuck so much. Oh well. Rip and rest. I'm not doing it again.
Rip and rest.
Rip maps.
At the
Wait.
$50 level, you can make Izzy say fuck again.
Should probably have mentioned.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Anytime we have something go wrong, like say something, we'll do our best to fix it. This is just very fucking funny and is par for the course with live streaming. Anyway, to revamp.
Oh god. All right.
um,
So
we're doing this stream for Seattle Pride. They are currently between $3,000 and $4,000 right now, and they want to make $100,000 to meet their goal on DonorBox. The money doesn't just go to their Pride celebration; it also goes to their community. Yeah, can you guys hear me now? Okay. I feel like the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now?
Good.
I'm not close enough to my microphone. Ba-ba-ba.
hey mom.
Well, I'm turned up like all the way is the thing. My microphone for some reason has been really quiet lately. I do not know how to fix it. I have tried every fucking setting. But so we are raising money for Seattle Pride. You can go to the donor box link and donate. You can, go through our incentives. I just did the $30 incentive to force Dirk to introduce something to the environment because I made a Harry Potter joke. And, anytime you make a Harry Potter joke, you have to donate to a queer organization of some kind. Because fuck TERFs. So, so that is what Dirk is currently trying to do is, introduce this character and think of something to do and will tell me when I can finish vamping. But you can do !donate for the link, !lingering for the incentives. Every game for the stream is going to have their own incentives, so you'll do ! name of the game, and it'll give you the incentives. Can I finish?
Okay.
We're good? Okay.
We're good.
Just RW in the background going, fuck! This fucking hurts so much! Cleo, oh my god, this hurts. Please stop.
Alrighty,
Don't
so...
worry, it's just your bones getting realigned.
Oh, that is the worst. I hate Agatha so much.
Just the blood seeping back in. If you got closer to the blood stains you left, it would make the process a lot easier on you, but you had to get up.
Anyway, as I said, the darkness, basically folds the scene in. It's like it gets scrunched. And, the entire scenario gets scrunched. And now you guys are all backstage, and there's a, a fake skyline backdrop, and because Agatha is the worst, Maud, tell me what Agatha's wrestling costume looks like.
Oh, absolutely. So the lab coat stays on, and the you know how spiders usually have 8 eyes? Agatha only has 2, but since they are a scheming nerd, there is now a exactly, you see, there is now a uh, purple and gold uh, mask that has 6 more eyes lining the top area of their head. Uh, they are
She doesn't
in.
have to be human. She can be inhuman.
Oh, they are not. I'm
Valid.
just saying they have 2 eyes.
Oh dear.
I sent a picture.
You
A
did.
spider.
Big spider. Uh,
And
they
now they have 6 more eyes on their forehead, like goggles, is what it made me think of when they described it.
nicely.
Oh, that's disturbing.
And
Very Sinistra.
they are now in a. There's now a crop top sitting under the lab coat, which is just full black, and because they're ever useful, very glossy green booty shorts.
Did they say creepy on the butt?
They say spooky on the butt, and they have big boots.
Right. August, tell me about Samara's wrestling outfit. Oh, I was just about to say, August, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just muted. Like you do. I think Samara is very subdued and like, so you know how there's, in my experience at least, I haven't been watching wrestling for too terribly long, but in my experience, like, you have the people who go for showy costumes, and then you have people, and it seems especially like former MMA fighters who make it into wrestling tend to have like some of the less ostentatious costumes. Sumara looks like an ex-MMA fighter, um, and like, just kind of like sports bra, and then wrestling tights, um, and she's probably got some her shoulder taped up, um, although I don't know if the tape ever actually does anything, but she looks like she's taken a bump, and you can see like she's got various scars. Instead of like, a lot of wrestlers have tattoos, she doesn't have tattoos, she has scars because her wrestling persona is an ex MMA fighter. So
Alrighty. And Blue, tell us about BT's wrestling outfit.
Hold on. I have it. It's delightful. I have to go scroll back to when I used it. Aha! Because BT's got a whole look. Screams a lot. So, Backtalk's wrestling persona's name is Lucrata Bane. She's gathered a lot of other titles, but that is her name. And curfew links. But cropped bomber jacket, it's orange. I almost posted this in the wrong channel. Putting this in a character thread for a podcast is unrelated. There we go. There's this fan art of this moth girl in leggings, bright orange sneakers, a crop top It basically just covers nipples and like just like a bandeau tank top, and then there's a cropped bright orange bomber jacket. That's kind of the outfit. Probably plain leggings or whatnot. Crop top, and then there's these shades. I don't remember what channel I was looking at my references in. They're just polarized sunglasses, how they're like multiple colors and they're reflective and they're just very obnoxious. Ski goggles also do that. Yeah, they're like this, except for these ones have orange and yellow frames and they've got extremely futuristic orange and white like rims. I'm posting a picture in a chat somewhere. Oh, I theoretically should be able to link. Love that. Because one of these things is pinned in Backtalk's pinboard.
Fuck yeah, the little snow goggles.
Yep, they're called Oakley Jawbreakers.
They're the worst.
They come in the orange color. Yeah, BT's got an entirely ostentatious vibe. BT is a heel with a werewolf gimmick. A Lucrata, I might be butchering the technical pronunciation, but this is how it's pronounced with her name, is actually from hyena. Like, it's like a mythical creature who's like a hyena shape-shifting witch. Bad news, but definitely was something that inspired Backtalk. It's a fun word.
It's a very fun word.
This is the wrong pin link. I opened up my Facecast pinboard because that was the one my Google auto-completed.
Oh no. Oh dear.
There we go. Now I'm on the right one.
Also,
202
I
pins
explained
for
the
me.
tape a bit.
Tech also has taped hands.
Ready?
So it's an aesthetic, and then when the blood seeps through, it looks really, really terrifying.
Yeah. So, unlike in dreams, the three of you are aware that your setting has suddenly changed. In front of you is an attractive black man who, from the waist down, is tentacles. Like, imagine if Ursula was a hot black guy.
I can roll with this.
Yeah.
And,
That was verbal.
So yeah, the three of you are aware that things have changed, and the person that you were supposed to be defending has disappeared. Instead, you've got this dude. Wait, sorry, what was that? Oh, was that Anya again?
Yes, it was Anya, sorry.
No problem. Anyway. So, look. I think, God.
So I'm gonna reach for a sword that's not there. And like my compatriots probably know that's what I'm doing. They've seen me do it before, but I'm not in armor. I don't have any melee weapons. I just have my wrestling gear. So
And
Um,
he. Sorry, go for it.
Am I still holding that person's sword?
No, you are not holding their sword anymore. What you are holding is, like...
Please say a light tube.
Yeah! That's better than my idea. You're holding a light tube.
Love a little glow button.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, this is fucking bright. You have to remember, Agatha's colorblind except for the color green.
Yeah, this is bright
Delightful.
green.
Oh, light tubes in wrestling are for hitting other wrestlers over the head, not for light.
Yeah, that's...
But it can still be
that is-
glowing.
I thought you were
Dream
talking about
logic.
those.
Oh, that's true. That's very true.
It's like a lightsaber, except it's for melee.
The back is kind of just looking at it like,
Oh,
what
now
the
I'm
fuck
thinking
is
about the
green?
boom tubes, which make funny noises.
Sorry. Anyway, Rod, you were saying?
Why the fuck is it green? I would never compare my outfits. I
Uh,
would prefer gray. Hello? Gray. Oh, there's no light settings on these, and they're just like looking up the tube.
Obsidian says, well, the guy in front of you, Obsidian, says, no, of course there's no light settings, because I knew that would annoy you.
Pardon me, I wasn't asking you.
Yes, but I was answering you.
Okay, never mind. I like you. You're all right. See, this is usually the point where I would like tear someone down, but I could use the comedy right now. What the fuck's happening here? It's all seeming a bit unfamiliar. Well, too familiar, if you catch my drift.
I do catch your drift, but, hi.
Good evening.
And then he looks at Samara, and he's like, yeah, you don't have that anymore. I wouldn't go looking for it, you're not gonna find it.
Would you like the tube?
I'll take it.
Wait,
Backed out, missing their bat.
I wish Samara knew enough about wrestling to look under the ring for a kendo sword, but she does not. So she just like glares and is like, "Who are you and what have you done?"
Obsidian, something annoying.
Annoying to who?
Mostly these two. You're very familiar with this, I think.
Intimately.
Yeah. Honestly, that's very boring. So you know what? And two of the tentacles go up over your head and make a circle in the air. There's a moon there. And you feel the urge to transform. I don't know if BT's transformation is tied to the moon, but you feel the urge. Do you want to resist it?
No.
Alrighty.
There's nothing like going on full on werewolf.
Literally still familiar.
Oh yeah. It's
Like, where
mostly
is
to continue to bother the two of you. And Obsidian might be expecting me to be the kind of werewolf who's like, oh no, the beast. BT, like, oh hell yeah.
Well-
Just for reference, Agatha and Samara, you have not seen BT do this before. This is new.
It's just another gate crasher.
I'm going to assume this is Obsidian's fault somehow, and so I'm going to like glare even harder and be like, I'm not assuming that this is something that would happen normally.
And it's definitely bipedal werewolf, kind of like a gnoll, except for just a wolf.
Uh-huh.
Mostly
wolves.
anthropomorphic. Originally, BT was a were-gnoll, but this BT comes from her modern universe where she's always a werewolf. I can't explain it, I just know that's how it is. Sometimes a character has opinions like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're valid.
And, yeah, the bipedal big, I can still definitely pick you up and move you around as opposed to, like, or on the floor Twilight-sized wolf. Those are the shapes. Yeah, but
You know,
very large.
I like this look on you better.
Me too.
Hell yeah. You know, Mr. Mrs. Mixes. Obsidian.
Impudex, please.
Incubus?
Kayfabe. I will put it in Twitch chat. It's like Empress, but it's like with an X because they but like Impudex, as in like impudent. It's a whole layer of words.
Imputex. You don't appear to be very good at this annoying, specifically us thing. Because while I do dislike the color green, it is some sort of comfort to see a color.
Oh, that was Obsidian. Oh, Lucrata is Impudex. I have no idea what Obsidian's titles would be.
Obsidian.
Obsidian is not being helpful about this.
So, I'm sorry, Impudex, do we all get wrestling names?
If you want them.
I would. I would indeed.
I named myself. Someone else called me impudent, and then I made it a title, because if someone's going to be mean to you, you might as well own it.
Hmm.
Do you have anything like that in yours that you can take for yourself?
Of course. I'm the worst.
What's your name?
The worst.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Lucrata Bane, Impudex.
Pleasure to meet you, Laporta Bane. The worst. And they'll like go for a handshake and like glide into the motion, tin up.
Absolutely, does take the handshake. Was thinking about a bro hug. Do not think they're there yet. Delightful.
Sorry, I had to mute myself to laugh a lot.
Delightful. Mass
And now Obsidian is just pouting.
Anyway, while they're being a child, would you mind telling me what color my outfit is?
Would you, out of character, mind telling me what color your outfit is?
Purple and gold with a blue mask with purple and gold eyes.
Ooh. It's rather flattering, actually. And then I tell you all of that. Because I'm not going to remember the colors in order.
Yeah, as soon as you start saying that, the colors change.
Turns to look at Obsidian. Now that's rude.
Thank you very much. Purple and gold. Hell yeah. That is me. I am purple and gold. And they're like pointing at themselves very proudly, unaware the color has changed.
Not all of it either, and now it just looks bad.
Is it like purple and orange now, just to be like...
No, there's like purple, orange, blue, green. Just multiple.
I can see.
No green. You're right. So like purple, orange, blue, some yellow.
I look amazing. The fucking hands go on the hips. They are proud. That door can't stop me. I can't read.
Absolute DW energies, yes. Agatha has so much of that.
It's true. Fuck. You ruined everything.
I have very
Why
few
is she my
inspirations.
favorite now? Oh, jeez. Now I don't know what to do.
If
Jeez.
Samara has the like unserious formal martial arts, I was thinking that's UFC, whatever. Yeah, fighter. The understated outfit. They probably also have like just their name, or
Yeah.
is that love that.
Yeah, it's just Samara, but
Amanda.
Mostly, she's just kind of like glaring at Obsidian, and I think, when she sees him pouting, she's just like, "What did you expect?"
Well, something more like vague gesture at Samara. You're entertaining. They're vague gesture at BT and Agatha.
I accept what happened to me. I've been around too long to just be angry.
This is just yes and.
Precisely. That's the best way to live.
You brought us. Did you not do your research?
Well, no, of course I didn't do research. It's boring.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
then your undesired. Well, then the outcome is on you. Sometimes the boring is, frankly, worth it.
If it decides outcome, this is true. This is true.
Well, fine. Either which way. Let me think. This is not in character. Du-du-du-du.
I wonder what would happen if we just left the ring.
The crowd might riot.
But isn't that a fun thing?
I could take them.
Oh
Like
no,
this?
somebody else donated $30. Why are people trying to make my life difficult?
You opened the door.
I did.
What has been the thing
No.
that you have been given?
No one else donated $30. That's me trying to convince people to donate another $30.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Izzy is being a horrible goose of your life.
I am.
Inviting more gooses.
I am
Geeses.
horrible dear.
Going to cause
If-
problems on
if-
purpose, and then
yeah.
when I've done that, I will ask other people to cause problems on purpose too.
Exactly. Listen, if I could afford to donate another $30, I would, but I cannot.
Fair. We're still early yet. This is the first game.
It is the first.
Yeah.
Face yourself, person who is in this stream.
Don't worry, we
Jeez.
caused plenty of chaos already.
It's true. You guys caused so much chaos, and now I don't know what to do. I should have planned better.
If you called me to the ring, you must want to challenge me. And you brought my allies. Do you really think you can take us all? And you gave me the moon. Her light.
But backtalk, I would like to let you know I do not play fair.
Obsidian is
Under the
thinking.
ring. It's not meant to be fair. It's meant to be interesting.
Okay, just checking, because
Don't kill him though.
Magic.
That's the thing that isn't allowed.
Okay. Bones?
You have to have sequels.
Bones off limits.
Not all of them. Only some bones. Like, don't break all the bones. Cause
Don't break all the bones. Can I break the useful ones?
yes.
Okay.
There's a certain threshold at which they are going to be all-screen TM, and then you can't be gone so long that the comeback isn't interesting.
Okay.
You gotta
I
work
can
with the
fix them
story
afterwards. I can fix them afterwards. You've seen me do things like that, yes. I can do it with the same ability, trust me.
Yeah, Obsidian is just watching the two of you. Like, alright.
You called me here, that's a challenge. Do you want to fight, or are you a coward? Yes, Backtalk is promoing at you. Everyone be happy I didn't bring Lucifer, my worse heel that is my only other wrestling character.
Yeah, I think what happens is Obsidian looks Backtalk up and down and says, "Fighting wasn't the plan."
Well, you've made your kayfabe. Are you going to lie in it?
No. Obsidian's tentacles just all shoot out all at once.
Backtalk laughs in character.
Agatha pushes out her hands and tries to stop them with magic and bullshit.
You know what? I'm gonna let you roll for this because if it's interesting enough, Obsidian might let you do it.
So fun.
Let's say
fun.
fortitude.
Fortitude? All right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Gonna have to use the lucky one on this one. This is corpus magic. Basically, the magic is healing / bodily damage. Making someone not move, poisoning them, all that. Hey, can I use my trait Wrath?
Yes.
All right, let's see what we got here. Reroll 3. All right, that's gonna be a 4 and a 2.
Okay, what was Agatha trying to do?
They were trying to halt some of the nerves that were projecting the tentacles forward.
To what end? Were they trying to stop Obsidian from moving at all? Stop Obsidian from doing whatever Agatha thinks they're about to do? What was
Stop
the intent?
Stop their tentacles from getting to any of us.
Oh, I know what happens.
Good. We love an ominous DM cackle. Legally required.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. The tentacles weren't coming at you guys.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
So what happens is that Obsidian tears the environment around you all. Well, scrunches it again. And turns it inside out. And now all 4 of you are in all 4 of you are on a stage looking at a crowd of people dressed in very, very fancy clothing, and all of you are still in your wrestling gear.
Of course we are.
Oh my god, it's a lobbyist.
I
can finally get my funding.
There's a long moment of silence, and then a woman in the back says, 10,000 for the werewolf.
Oh, fuck no.
So remember when you said you could take on a crowd?
These people have money, and everything I know about this game is... Well, this isn't my game anymore.
So do we just run? Because if not, I believe they're planning to put you in a kennel.
BT closes their eyes, takes a deep breath, and is like, well, if it's an auction, there's actually a few options, and some of them might be interesting. At least playing along might be interesting enough to that one.
Okay. Enjoy your
Well-
two souls. Samara?
While the two of you have been arguing, the bidding has continued. It's up to 14,000.
Do you think anyone with 14,000 on hand is going to be good to you?
Make it 20 and I'll cook you breakfast.
Child.
Samara
That was
just
announced to the crowd.
Sorry, what was Samara's reaction?
Samara just looks at Backtalk.
I'm not saying I'm disappointed, but I believe you should think of better options. Said with the voice of an old bee.
Break kneecaps, and they don't got kneecaps.
Well, they do, they're just under the fat of the money. You learn these things about pigs once you're around their laboratories often enough.
Oh, I was talking about the tentacles.
Oh.
I make it
Well,
interesting enough he's going to change the thing again because
They are
I'm
the bones,
not-
I felt them.
Obsidian pounds the gavel and points it at the first lady and some dude, both of who are standing up like they have gone to consult with each other. 25,000 for those two.
I can't believe they've pooled their funds.
Should I
Oh, that's not a deal breaker.
be like magicking, sealing throats right now? Like, come on, you can't. You know what? I don't know you well enough to argue this, but think of this. Once they buy you, you probably won't be able to wrestle.
I can take on 2.
You should have been doing that from the beginning.
There's more than 2 around right now.
I raised that up and we're a package deal.
Yes! Yes! Now that is strategy, and yes, and. just, yep. Mhm. They're the worst, and they're very good at what they do.
I am the worst. Stares you directly in the eyes.
You told me that was your name, and you haven't told me you didn't want me to keep calling you that.
No, they do.
yeah.
They do. They are vibing with the worst.
It's like, you're allowed, that could be your name at all times if you want.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Backtalk is also my name because it's what I'm good at.
Might as well.
And sometimes shit talk involves doing yes and in a way that is like, well, no, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
You're
Sumar,
doing excellent. I love this.
a part of the package.
Incredible!
All I know about Obsidian is that he's the worst, and they declared that they wanted things to be interesting, and I'm trying.
Yeah. Easy.
Can you come announce that with your face?
What?
Unmute yourself in both locations?
Yes, you have to do this, Izzy.
I know I did this myself.
Izzy put something in our private Discord chat that deserves to be put on stream.
Technically, I put part of that in the regular chat, but not the
I can only look at so much chat.
random person all the way in the back. Does the package deal include the buff lady?
Obsidian looks at Samara. Does the
Are you
package
with
still
us?
include the buffed lady?
The buff lady is not for sale.
It's for charity,
Boo!
Samara. How could you?
Obsidian breaking the fourth wall.
Absolutely.
Fuck you.
Somebody has to be the sensible one here.
Every show needs a straight man. You don't have to be
$3,000
active
for the
as things,
sensible
but-
one.
Wait, what was that, Izzy?
$3,000 for the sensible one.
Obsidian just points. Come on, Samara. $3,000 for charity.
I think we're back in my world now.
It's so bad. It's so dumb.
I'm sorry, but there's no way in the devil's good graces that Miss Sumara will be going for anything less than $3 million.
Oh.
And even then, they're not for sale. That is where the auction starts. 20 seconds before they leave.
Make you roll for that.
Hey,
I'm
roll
surprised
that.
I haven't had to roll yet. I love being delightful.
There's just
Yeah,
another
no,
person on the other side of the room. $6,000 for the sensible one.
All
You
right,
heard
thank
me.
you,
Shut
Izzy.
your broke ass up.
Nope. Mom, roll me something. I need you. Roll
Yeah,
me
roll
some
focus.
drive.
Drive, even better. Can this be scheming?
Oh, I would say it's scheming. I'm
goodness.
listening to your request.
Izzy, you can go back on mute now.
Alright, bye.
You're being banned.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck, y'all will never tell. 4, 5, 6, 6.
Yeah.
I think the person in the back who was offering 6,000 like has to consider it, but someone very close to the stage lifts a fan and says 7 million for the sensible one.
So I want Samara to reach for the gavel and smack the gavel and just be like, "This party's over."
Is she trying to knock the gavel out of Obsidian's hand, or what's she trying to do?
She's trying to snatch the gavel. Just
Okay.
like snatch it away.
I'm gonna make you roll for that.
Oh no, I figured you would.
Would we be able to assist them?
Is there an assist?
I do not think so. But I had
Okay.
to check.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, oh, buddy.
Buddy.
August roll, drive.
Okay. I don't think any of my traits would help, so I'm going to
Your
roll 3d6. My
Loyal.
traits. I don't know that loyalty is really motivating this one.
No.
I feel like maybe I don't know, even stalwart would be a stretch because I'm loyal, faithful, and stalwart.
So here's what I can read here. With loyal, faithful, and stalwart, these people are trying to sell you off to someone, but you already have a vow to a queen, no less. And these people think they can take you? This is a fucking parade.
Again, this is a charity auction.
It sounds
For
suspicious.
charity?
Many things are done in the name of charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The queen would
This is
approve.
This is also a farce. Like,
That is also true.
It's also true.
I personally don't feel like any of my traits are particularly motivating this either. So,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll 3d6. A 1, a 2, and a 2.
Buddy.
So this goes great. Tell me how great this goes.
Buddy.
Yeah. So Samara reaches for the gavel, and we're gonna do an Austin Walker classic. Two things happen. So Samara does get a hand on the handle of the gavel, and then Obsidian pulls it up and pulls Samara's arm up at the same time as a bunch of tentacles wrap around Samara's waist and pull her back against Obsidian's chest. And Obsidian rests his chin on Samara's shoulder. The nice person is willing to give $7 million to charity for a date with you, Commander Sanalestra.
Now, Obsidian, you have not purchased those goods.
They're not for sale.
Obsidian points a tentacle at BT.
BT raises an eyebrow. Not exactly like The Rock, but...
Basically agreeing with they're not for sale. So yeah, Obsidian is not letting go, and the person who was offering $7 million for a night with for a date with you continues to look interested.
Oh man. I think there's exactly one person who could get away with this, and they're not here.
Uh-huh.
No, there are two people. But neither of them are here. So, Samara...
Okay. Before you continue, are you sure they're not here?
That's a good point.
Yeah, now that you take a closer look, the person offering $7 million does look pretty familiar.
I think rather than at this point Samara's just pissed. And so rather than necessarily being thrown off, she just kind of like twists her head to the side and is just like, what in the 83 hells did you do to them? Why are they here?
You have 83 hells?
Maybe they're just parts of the same hell.
Maybe, but they gotta downsize.
Obsidian looks at Agatha and is just like, they only have 83 of the less interesting hells.
Oh, none of them are
I promise
fun?
your world has the most interesting ones.
I was the king of hell once. Sort of.
As Mary Kondo said, get rid of what is not essential. You do not need 83 of them.
It's a turn of phrase.
Do these hells spark
joy?
I don't think now is the time to be debating theology.
And Obsidian's like, well, I'm a god, that's a god. When would be a better time?
Oh god.
Oh,
the United
unfortunately,
States
you make a good point.
I'm sorry, but in 2070, that just really isn't a threat anymore.
You're a bit further forward than I was.
Yeah. You've seen me do crazy fucking shit. Don't
Everything here has been crazy fucking shit.
I mean, that is the thing, though. This is all looking mad familiar to the home of magic, which makes me think very bad things that I do not wish to confront right now.
Fair.
Yes, the goods.
Anyway, so yeah, Obsidian is just being obnoxious, Samara. So
I think Samara like just struggles to get out of Obsidian's tentacles.
Bro, I don't think she's a fan of that. Could you, like, not?
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Consent, you know?
Right.
Even if I'm gonna beat you up, I've agreed to do that. Put her down.
Right. Nice.
Well, in fact, wrestling is fake, and most of the reasons that it's scripted is so that people are not crossing any boundaries, and also everyone's like health and safety is going to be happening.
Right.
Hence, negotiation being a running theme. And consent.
And
I'm very
fight.
spicy. Also, it's a very fun way to like throw off somebody. We're like, no, I'm in charge here. I'm supposed to be the bad guy. Yes, and
I'm not saying wrestling is homoerotic.
I'm not saying it.
But there's a lot more male communication there than anywhere else.
I hate you.
something.
You invited me into the rest of the. You put my backstory on screen. I'm gonna be the worst. I'm sorry we keep killing you so that you can't GM us. We're not trying to overrun you. We're just winning.
Wait, Vaughn. I'm the worst.
I'm so sorry.
I would... Oh my god, I hate you. As I was going to say, when Samara starts struggling, Obsidian absolutely sets her down on the floor of, in front of the stage. So she's about like 4 feet below everybody else. Because frankly, she's the only one Obsidian can actually annoy.
Yeah.
He lets her keep the gavel, though. So, Samara, you're on the floor in your wrestling garb with a gavel.
Well, I guess that beats being held in the air by tentacles with no weapon, so she can work with this.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to do.
Literally peer pressured into dropping their attacker. Love it. Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, jeez.
So backtalk, it appears I misunderstood the situation. We're not being sold. They're bargaining for a date.
Oh, yeah, no, I was expecting a date, hence the breakfast.
Oh, okay. We come from much different timelines then.
Bad. Most people don't do it on a first date. Do I look like most people? If you're bidding that much for a werewolf, do you really think that they're not expecting that?
Much different timelines. Where I'm from, you're kind of the norm.
Would be so nice.
I'm gonna be honest, Samara's a bit of a surprise. But anyway, fuck these people. I'm leaving.
Go ahead. You're allowed.
You have a great
At
day.
least by me.
And they get off the stage and start walking.
Is Samara walks with Agatha, and like anybody who looks like they're going to stop the two of them, she threatens with the gavel.
Nobody tries to stop either of you. In fact, most of the people you pass are just like gawking interestedly.
I want you all to know you are 3 seconds away at any time from me doing some magic bullshit that closes your throats. You might not want to stare at us right now. You're a bit upset.
The worst has a point. Frankly,
To be honest
I
with
like
you-
them better than you two. I've never met you two.
I'm gonna
Have
be honest
fun.
with-
Please follow through on your donation. If you can get a hold of me, call me back. And then leaves. I'll follow you up on that date. You know, options usually, there's information. The follow-ups after, whatever. You have an email address?
That's right, they always talk back.
be honest. Like Agatha, in response to, I have things that will close your throats. This does not make people less interested.
Redacted.
Do not make me hit with an example right in the middle of this charity hall. Rich fucks.
So I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
How long do you try to leave the room?
Agatha is a pretty reactionary person. But if they see that the person they look at as their exiting isn't
You just
moving up
haven't-
in row,
No, you just haven't reached the door yet. Like, you walk and you pass people and you pass different people. And,
Is
You
it a circle?
no.
I understand this. You see, the Feywild's returned just back when the gate crash happened, so it's probably some time, just space non-Euclidean bullshit happening, and Obsidian's just chuckling out back there. Act like you're not annoyed, just keep walking. Do you feel tired?
Not yet.
Just keep walking. Soon enough, they'll get bored. All gods do.
Obsidian, like you hear Obsidian, like he is right behind you, and he's just like, I can hear you, right?
Yes, I do. I really do.
Aren't gods supposed to be omniscious? I just made that assumption from the jump. It's kind of a good plan, right?
That is
There aren't
generally
many
wise
gods where I
thing.
come from, but I know the lore.
As I said, you are not my first experience close to godhood. I've faced, well, not faced, but spoken with actual monstrosities and gods. Besides you, I have little caring left. See, my last memory before being someone's defender was the work of my last life fading away. So if I seem a little flippant, yeah, it is what it is.
And Obsidian just makes an sound, like he is genuinely listening and very interested to hear you continue.
Oh. Well, how do I go about this? You see, I'm colorblind. This entire room, mostly gray right now, except for that ugly green flower that person has pinned to the lapel. Why did you do that to yourself?
The person in question looks at the person they're sitting with, who just looks very sheepish.
Love when your partner gets you a boutonniere and it happens to be less than ideal.
Yep.
Not move, shutting up. Um, that green is the only color I see. And I will fully admit it is my fault that that is the case. I am a researcher into magics and different sciences and ether and the ether stream of which what I thought all returned to eventually as magic spawned them. But it appears there are also 83 hells. Ah, which good to know actually. Good to know. I'll
It's a
probably
turn of phrase.
oh, then all right, back to ether stream. My
Okay.
research
As you
led me
continue, as you continue walking, you find yourself walking out onto a stage. Like you've seen a TED Talk before, right?
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
they have only gotten grander.
uh, yep. So it's like you're walking out onto a TED Talk, and there's a little timer in the floor under you that says you have 3 minutes left.
Great. Reminds me exactly of the time when I presented the first bone repairing symptom. All right. So, what happened to me is I lost my vision. I've been working for the past 30 years to repair it. When finally, when I got so close to creating a fucking panacea, a cure all that would bring back my sight, I learned that my project was cut off by Eastar. They took the formula and ruined it, and the last thing I remember is me going to fix it. And by the time I opened the door, a monstrosity had already broken out from the ether stream. I was fucked from the moment I started working for that company. That's it.
And there's a moment where the timer continues to tick because you still have 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. Then it cuts out, and everybody applauds. And BT, Obsidian pats you on the shoulder and gives you a little push. All right, you're up next.
What do you want to know? Being reminded of last memories, BT is no longer in stage uh, mode and has gone a bit colder.
And
I think when BT stumbles onto the little big red rug circle, BT returns to her human form.
mm-hmm.
What do you want to know?
And I think there's a little timer and there's like a slideshow, and I think. Well, how would BT start talking about, her final moments? Because that's what's on the slides. It's like a prompt.
Where is she? You have all this power. You should know. You should be able to tell. You should help me. I was there with her. I was going to protect her. I don't know what happened. I don't remember. I just know she needs to be safe. I would do anything. I did everything. That's why I'm here, isn't it? This is after. Like they said, everything goes one way, eventually. And that's where I am. I need to know that she's safe, that I protected her. If I didn't, she's here and we have each other's back. It's always been like that. She was there for me even when I didn't deserve it. Where is she?
And Is BT addressing this question at the audience or at
Obsidian.
Agatha or at Obsidian?
Mm-hmm. Obsidian's doing all sorts of things, making the world shift and move around. You've got power and, God's omniscience. You should assume this, right?
Oh yeah.
If you don't, they'll be mad that you don't respect them, for starters.
I mean, they literally read our fucking minds earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Obsidian, like when you turn to look at him, he gestures up at the screen projected behind you, and I think you see Seb, and she's got her hands in her pockets, and she's looking down at something. She looks very solemn. Um, but she looks all right. Not happy at all, but she's not injured. And and
How can I get to her?
sorry, what was that?
How can I get to her?
And the screen cuts out, and Obsidian says, "You can't. You have to wait."
For you to get bored?
For her to die.
And that's only if you persist long enough.
Lucky.
At least I kept her safe.
Yes, she did.
How do I know you're not lying?
As I know.
Sorry, what did Agatha say?
Because I know. Specifically this.
That Seb is okay?
I don't know that plot. I will fully admit I do not know that plot. But if she passed along around the same time as you, around the same area, even, she would be here.
Mhm.
I have been in this afterlife for a very long time throughout the years. It is something that the gate crash gave us access to, traveling through the afterlife while we were still alive, discovering the source of magic, the source of life, the source of energies. That is here. And if that is true, I'm surprised we are still us. Because staying here, it is slowly taking you and putting you back into the cycle. The only thing that keeps us here is sheer will and our tether to the living, the things you have to stay around for.
I had to bite and claw for a lot. I think will is something I've got a bit of. She looks to Obsidian. How do I know you're telling the truth, that she's alive?
Out of character, what would convince back BT that Obsidian is telling the truth?
Agatha makes a good point. I think part of it might be Obsidian being like, no, that. Also, it took me a minute to absorb all of the things that Agatha said and be like, oh yeah, that would actually also convince. We love delayed information processing.
All right. We've
Yeah.
all been there.
So Obsidian like backing that up, might definitely. I don't know. If two people are saying it, it might be a true thing about the universe. I don't know.
Right. And Agatha has nothing to do with Obsidian and is just a scientist to your knowledge.
Yeah,
And it
you
works.
two are completely unrelated and drawing the same conclusion. It might make sense.
Yeah. So I think Obsidian says so BT says, "How do I know you aren't lying?" And Obsidian gestures at Agatha. I managed to annoy them.
Hmm?
You
How
don't
do you
like
mean?
me.
Oh, that's sweetie. Just because I don't like you doesn't mean you annoy me. All of the people I worked with I didn't like. There's a very particular difference. You were
Either
just
way,
whatever.
and Obsidian shoos you both aside and gestures to Samara to take her place on the big red rug.
Samara is looking still still angry, but she's kind of sad at this point, and she just shakes her head and is just like, I don't owe this to you. I don't owe this to anyone.
Mm.
That's so fair.
No. Wait. Give me a second. I'm thinking.
Go for it.
Um.
Just drink my ice cream.
They drink your ice cream.
Yeah,
That's fair. That is typically a stage of ice cream.
it's been there for a while.
I usually get milkshake, so I drink all of the ice cream.
Nice.
Um. uh,
Yeah. Vamping. Yeah, Bluebell makes a good drink. Bluebell ice cream.
Yeah. Donate to Seattle Pride. Because the gays.
Right.
Yeah.
It only costs about the same as a
Support
pint of
your
Bluebell ice cream. $5.
Support your favorite gay tag team werewolf gimmick actual werewolf wrestling duo. CBT.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, Backtalk is full of wildly stressful ship names. Not stressful,
Oh,
but cursed.
Curse.
Mm.
Good.
incredibly cursed. I think. Gosh.
Yes.
Okay. August. Important question.
Yes.
Do you want to give this monologue? You can say no.
I don't know.
Because if you do, the next question is what would convince Samara to do it anyway?
I think if one of two people were like, well, I'd like to hear it, she would do it.
Yeah. In that case, I think when she says, I don't owe this to you, I don't owe this to anyone, um, Granwy leans onto the edge of the stage over by the red carpet and sort of, the Japanese way of waving, where it's the hand down.
Mm-hmm.
She does one of those at Samara.
And that definitely catches Samara off guard, and she's just like, What are you doing here?
Visiting. It's gonna be awful boring without you around. And, well, I already had to sit through those two gestures at BT and Agatha.
We
I'd
are
like to hear
pretty.
yours.
I I didn't expect for things to happen. But sometimes you just have to do things because that's what you have to do. And sometimes you have to leave when you don't want to leave, and sometimes when you leave, you don't bring everything with you. You don't remember everything, or you don't remember to it wasn't anything glorious that brought me here, and I'm not going to try to pretend that it was, and I'm not going to try to pretend I succeeded at anything that I was trying to do that led me to here. And I'm sorry that things are going to be more boring. And I'm sorry you have to see me like this.
I'm not sorry. I like to see you any way I can. And, I think Garanwi, like, climbs up onto the stage. Like, you know how people push themselves out of the bathtub? Not out of a bathtub, out of, like, a swimming pool?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she does one of those. And, walks on over. And, I think... Leave me alone, Izzy. It's good imagery. Anyway, I think she walks over and she reaches out like she's going to take Samara's hand.
I think so. Here's the thing: Samara's vulnerable, but also Samara knows Garanwi and knows that Garanwi is also a little bit of a shit. So
Uh-huh.
she's like suspicious.
But does she let Garanwi take her hand?
Yes.
So you didn't
But
like die in the bathtub, did you?
if Garanwi's hand has a buzzer in it, Samara's expecting it.
Garanwi's hand does not have a buzzer in it.
This
Garanwi's
time.
hand is very soft. And, I think, Garanwi, like, pulls Samara a little closer. And you know how, like, cats rub their face on you?
Mm-hmm.
She absolutely rubs her face, on Samara's cheek. And then whispers in her ear, you know what would really annoy him? If we just left. Would you like to leave?
I would both like to leave and annoy the shit out of him.
And, Granwy gives Samara a wink. And, BT and Agatha, Samara and, the random cat lady who just showed up disappear.
Yeah.
All right, that must have been another one. Either way, now that I know the general situation of things, Obsidian, I'm sorry, but I have a job to get back to. My contract does not end after death.
Okay, but it could if you wanted it to.
No, they'll find me.
They don't
Yeah.
have to if you don't want them to.
Oh, yeah.
You saying you could buy them out?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that one.
I'm sorry. Ishtar. We are speaking of the same company, right?
Yes?
Yeah, alright, I'll put my faith in you. Literally, the worst that can happen is I get put in a robotic chip. Due to knowledge of ether, I break out, and I pilot a fucking android in the real world. So there's literally no way I could lose here.
This is not MechPilot BT. Redact. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think Obsidian does a gesture. Doesn't even do a gesture. It's more like one of the tentacles moves, and all of a sudden there's a door behind it that wasn't there a second ago, and just opens the door. I don't know what's on the other side of it, but it's something that Agatha would enjoy.
It is a colorful expanse that looks like you see the background we have for this stream?
Mm-hmm.
Make those into solid see-through walls of a large cabin in which the walls and such are made of just that as a material. And it's just this comfy little cabin.
We love a dream box.
Yeah.
All right. You have my attention. And they walk through.
You want to know
BT,
something
tell me.
wild that
What?
happens when Agatha walks through?
What?
The colors come back. All of them.
You look at their hand. And they take a seat. All right. You have given me everything I've ever wanted.
Now I'm sad, but in a good way.
Yep. And BT, when Agatha walks through the door disappears. So does she.
Mhm.
And Obsidian looks at you and says, well, here's your options. You could spend the next 50 years watching her have a life, moving on, that sort of thing. Or we could go back to the wrestling ring and we can see if you can take me.
All I have to do now is wait.
Yep.
I'm not gonna sit and stare at a camera. She wouldn't want me to do that. Let my claws go dull?
It would be a tragedy.
I could absolutely take you.
Sure you could.
Backtalk cracks a fangy smile and winks, and I think that's yeah, absolutely, love that. I can't believe BT and Obsidian are friends now. It's pretty strong, but a few rounds in a wrestling ring. There's something. On the way to friends, fighting for fun is a quick way to being friendly with Backtalk.
Yep. So I think that's it, folks. How do you guys feel about it?
Pretty good. Also,
Yeah.
Fawn, this is why my fucking memories were in poetry, bitch.
Totally fair. I realized that I wrote five of mine, like in things that were said to be or in like second person, like memory thoughts, and then I wrote the sixth one separately in first person, and I looked at it and I'm like, nah.
I did the same.
I don't want to write it yet, but to be fair, it was also chronologically. No, it wasn't even her last memory, but yeah. It was definitely the one Dirk picked to be like, oi, you want to be sad? And I'm like, I don't know, come at me. And the dice were like, no, you don't have to be sad yet.
So sometimes the dice just say you don't have to be sad yet.
And the dice loved me so much that Seeb got to continue being alive, and it's fine.
$5 and we released the character sheet.
Oh my god.
It's a fair deal. August, you were gonna say something?
Was I?
I believe so. When Dirk said everyone have fun.
Oh, I said yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Alright.
game.
Yeah.
GG. Which, whenever one of my friends types it out, I always think of him saying "good gracious" instead. So,
Buddy.
two things are true.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, this has been The Lingering. I have been Dirk. I've been your humble GM, purveyor of weirdness and just a great deal of laughter. Because I'm easy to make laugh. Don't look at me.
Curtsies.
And our guests for this game have been, we're gonna go in reverse order this time. Blue, say your outro and say farewell to the nice people for like 10 minutes.
I have been Vaughn Blue. All of those are names you can use for me. I use they, them, and they, them pronouns. You can find me at itch, Twitter, and on Ko-Fi. I don't know how to say it because I never hear it with my ears.
It's coffee.
Cool. At Coffee, at Verdine, Vyrdine. I've played Backtalk, she, they, also known as Lucrata Bane, wrestler extraordinaire. Cameo of Philo Hazard Ceremonia Bulk Brandish Seeb, her tag team partner, who is gladly safe and alive for who knows how long now. It'll be quite a bit of time. And I am going to be facilitating Sarcodes Sanguinea in 20 minutes, written by my friend Daniel. You can find that at trainboy1.itch.io /Sarcodes-Sanguinea, I believe. No, /Sanguinea.
Don't worry about it. We can promo that like when we start it.
But yeah, I'm a boop off and mute now and go scream into a hole between games. This has been a great time. I love all of you. This game was fun. Love to be dead on purpose.
Look forward to more of our projects. I believe, as far as Twitch goes, we're going to be doing Call of Cthulhu's campaign soon.
Heck yeah. Alrighty, so, the one proclaiming Call of Cthulhu is Maud. Maud, give the nice people a farewell.
Howdy hi. Goodbye. My name is Maud. They, she. I am at Behind a Dream on Twitter. I was playing Active Ilanwe. I'm part of Sprita Studios, which you could find on Twitch, on YouTube. And we have a fun time making people cry. And we're currently working on getting a full release of a massively sized TTRPG in which the lingering is based, and quite literally just a backdrop. It's a very large world to mess around with in a classless system, and I hope I can show the system off to more people soon. We do need playtesters for it, after all.
Hell yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we have August to tell the nice people farewell.
Farewell, nice people. I have been August. You can still find me on Twitter at Harpydora, or on Tumblr at Strange Harpy. And yeah, I have a bunch of other projects. They're all linked in various places. That's it. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Once again, this has been The Lingering by Sprita Studios. It is not out yet, but like Maud said, they are working on it. And I think we're going to be done for now. Our next game is going to be Sarcos Sanguinea. That's going to start at 11. So you got like 15 minutes to have a bio break, and then we will be back.
Yep.
Izzy, can you?
Hold on. So don't go anywhere. Like Dirk just said, we'll be back in about 15 minutes to start the next game. Again, we are still doing this for Seattle Pride because Amazon sucks. That's literally the tagline I've been using this the entire time we've been planning it. We're going to stop the stream and restart it because I want to not have to edit these into chunks. I want to just pre-chunk them. So just refresh the page in a few minutes and we should be back on the Be Right Back screen with the music and everything. Yeah, we're gonna make another tweet. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. Emily, thank you for donating. Because of Emily's donation and mine, from what I'm aware of so far, we've raised $40, which is not nothing, you know? Every little bit helps with this kind of thing. Please spread the stream around and tell everybody you know we are doing this for just straight 24 hours. So, alright.
I think you mean a gay 24 hours.
You are correct. This is a gay 24 hours.
A parabola, if you will.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna swap us over. We will be back in 15.